Hello guys, so this is our last session. So today we're going to continue with the macros. Do you recognize this? I think you do. We did this table using the advanced filter in chapter 5. Okay? So today, this exercise, by the way, is not in the book. So you have to pay attention because I want you to do it again. It was in the old book, but they took it off this semester in this edition, and I really love this exercise, so I'm putting it in there because you actually see the use of a macro. Okay, so here, if you have the hands-on exercise that is already done with this, take it. If you don't have it, please import the text file again, calculate the years of service as we have done in chapter 5, then copy the labels below, leaving 2 or 3 blank lines, and format the label row differently. Okay? So do you remember how we filter? So for example, here, I only want to see people from Atlanta. So I go to Atlanta. We're using the advanced filter, okay? Atlanta. I position myself within the list, and I go data, advanced filter. What is filter the list in place? That's the option we are choosing because we don't want to copy it to another place. Okay, filter the name in the list in place. It's automatically selected for you. And then the criteria range is the label line plus 1 line. If you add another line, it's not going to do anything. Okay? And then click OK, and it's done. Okay? This is how you filter. Remember, if you have 2 conditions that should be true at the same time, it should be on 1 line. If you have 2 conditions that you take either this one or the other one or both of them together, that's the or condition. It should be in different lines. Remember that? Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to clear my filter. And you see that each time you want to filter, you go position yourself in the list, filter according to what you want, and then move on. And then clear it again and do it again. So this is the perfect case for which we create macros. It's something that you do so many times. So why not just create a macro? A macro for the end, and I'm going to take the location and the title, and a macro for the or, and I'm going to also do it for the location and the title. Okay? So let's start. First thing I'm going to do is create a macro. Do you remember how to create a macro? I'm going to be in, by default, you are in cell A1. So where is the developer? It's here. Do you remember? I'm going to create the first macro, which is with the end condition. Okay. Create macro. I'm going to call it macro with end, and remember, no spaces. Okay, I don't want a shortcut, and you can describe it if you want, and then click OK. Now I'm going to start recording. Whatever I do is recorded. So the first thing we do is write a title, a location or a title. You can start with whichever one you want. So I'm going to write Atlanta. I'm going to go to the title and write manager. Then position myself within the list. Go to data, advanced filter. The list is automatically selected for me. Then I'm going to come here and select my 2 lines. Click OK. I filtered. Now I want to position myself somewhere else, just for fun. And I'm going to stop recording. Okay, here it is. Now I'm going to clear the filter and see if my macro works. I'm going to clear these and I'm going to come and run the macro. I need absolute references because I'm always filtering this list with the criteria. What do I want to do? I want to run my macro. So macro, the end. Okay, run. It did it. Okay. Now I'm going to create another one with the or condition for the location and the title. These are the ones we have used in class. So I'm going to clear the filter. Where are you, filter? Advanced. Clear filter. Delete all this. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing. So wherever you are, usually you are in A1, just for fun. Developer, record macro, and then I'm going to call it macro or, no space. Okay, I'm starting the macro recording. So I'm going to go to location, write Atlanta. And in the title, I'm going to write manager. So it's Atlanta or manager. Now I'm going to position myself within the list. Go to data, advanced filter. The list is automatically selected, but in the filter itself, in the criteria range, I need to select both lines, not another one. Otherwise, it does nothing. Click OK. And we are done. I'm going to deselect the cell that is selected and stop recording. So I have my two macros. Let's delete this. Let's clear the filter. And let's see if my macro works. So developer, macro, or execute, and it's done. Okay, so I did it, but I want a macro to clear the filter. I'm going to show you that I'm going to have a problem. Okay, this is going to be my problem. Look, I'm going to record the macro 3, wrong clear. It's a wrong macro, wrong clear. Okay, record it within this workbook. I'm going to go to data and clear. Okay, stop recording. That's all I want my macro to do. So developer, stop recording. Now I'm going to run this macro again. Run the clearing filter to see if it works. Execute. Ah, I have a problem. Okay, fine. Stop the macro. Why do I have a problem? Because I already cleared the filter. There is no filter anymore. Do you see it? So it's dimmed. You can't click on it. So the computer, when the macro asks to click on it, it doesn't work. Okay, so how can I clear filter and make it work even though this one doesn't work? Okay, remember that when you filter according to nothing, so here, oops, I'm going to select, I didn't position myself within, I'm going to filter. Okay, this is my filter. Now my clear filter is going to work. So if you have a filter, it's going to work. But still not what I want to do. So now what I'm going to do, look, I'm going to delete this. And I'm going to filter according to one line. Do you remember? If you filter according to an empty line, it shows everybody. Okay? So that's another way of clearing it. So I'm going to position, I'm going to, first things first, it's record the macro. So macro, I'm going to call it right, the right way, right clear. It's actually using what you learned in the filter. in the advanced filter. Okay. Position myself within the table. Data, advanced filter. Here it is. It's automatically selected for me, but this one actually changes according to the last one you did. So I'm gonna filter according to this one and click OK. It didn't do anything, but it's because I have everybody. Let's select another cell and then stop recording. Okay. Oh, what's going on? Don't see? What's going on? Uh-oh. I don't know what happened. It was blurry. Anyway, let me go on. Now I'm gonna filter according to end. Execute. Here it is. And now I'm gonna use my clear filter. Right clear. Execute. Oops, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? Right clear. Execute. It didn't work. Okay, sorry guys, I don't know why. Normally, oh, because I didn't delete. You see, I made a mistake within the macro. I should delete within the macro. I deleted it, not within the macro. So I can either redo the macro or correct my macro, but this is an easy one, so I can redo it. Okay, let me go to data, clear filter. Now I'm gonna do it the right way. Developer, new macro, and I'm gonna call it right clear. Okay? Okay. It's gonna tell me the macro right clear already exists. Do you want to replace it? Yes, that's exactly what I want. Okay, now within the macro, I need to delete this and not do it before. Before creating it, it's not gonna work. So why not actually clear all of them? Good. So it clears also for the OR in case I had the OR. And now I'm gonna position myself within the list. Data, advanced filter. Here it is. Here I prefer reselecting because I don't know what was there before. One line is enough. You can take two and click OK. Let's see if it works. Can I see if it works right now? Absolutely not, because I need to stop recording. So I'm selecting another cell and stop recording. Let's do it. Macro and the macro. Here it is. Macro. Right clear. Here it is. It works. Okay. Now that I did this, I can create buttons. Let's do it. Buttons. So you need to be in creation mode. It's okay. We're here. I'm gonna put them here, not in this area, because here you're filtering, so you cannot put the button here. It needs to be below. So I'm gonna create one here, and this is gonna be the end macro, and I'm gonna write end in here so that you see it. End. Okay. Now I'm gonna create another button for the OR here. I'm gonna move it a bit. You can resize it later. Okay, OR. And I'm gonna write OR on it. Okay. And I'm gonna select it and move it. Please move. Thank you. And resize it just like any other object you have in Excel. Well, I'm not gonna do a good job, but it's okay. At home you can do better than I do. Okay, and here I'm gonna put the clear, right clear. Okay, and I'm gonna write clear on it, clear filter. Are you seeing? Yes. My hand's not hiding anything. To select, right click, okay? I'm gonna push it a bit. Oh, come on, be nice to me. Here it is. Okay, now let's run, each time you run a filter, please clear. Run, clear. Run, clear. Okay? It's good, huh? Now I want to modify my macros. You see here, it's always gonna write Atlanta Manager. And here, clear. And here, it's always gonna write Atlanta or Manager. So what I'm gonna do right now is tell the computer, filter according to what I enter using the input box, remember? So I'm gonna go to my Visual Basic, Modules, Module 1. Okay, in the macro end, here I have Atlanta. What I'm gonna write, remember we did it last time, input box. Please be careful with the spelling. Input box, parenthesis, quote, and then inside the quote, you write the message. Please enter the location you want. Close the quote. It's already closed because I had a word in there, and close the parenthesis. So that's your syntax. It's input box, parenthesis, quote. You write the message you want. The computer doesn't understand this message. Close the quote, close the parenthesis. So now, instead of writing again the same thing here, I'm gonna copy paste. It's easy. So right click, copy. Then in here, in Manager, again, I'm gonna paste. Paste. But here it's no longer the location, it's the title. I'm gonna change title to title. Here it is. Now for the or, I want exactly the same thing. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy it from this macro. You see how after an end sub, you have a line that separates the macros. These are all the macros I have here, okay? Okay, now I'm gonna go to where? Yeah, I want to change this Atlanta and get an input box instead. So input box, I already did it, so why redo? Copy, then in Atlanta, I'm gonna have the same input box. Here it is. Then I'm gonna copy the one I did in title. Copy. And then paste. Done. Now I have a right clear and a wrong clear. So the wrong clear macro, I don't need it anymore. So what I'm gonna do, delete it. Here we go. Let's try. I'm gonna close. By closing, it works. Let's see here in the end. Please enter the location you want. I want Boston. Okay. Then it goes to the next cell and says, please enter the title you want. I want account rep. Account rep. Okay. And here it is filtered according to Boston or account rep. No, it didn't filter, which means I have a problem. Clear. And why do I have a problem? I think I know why. Let me Atlanta and Manager. I know why. What did I do? It didn't work. Annulé. Okay, guys, I know what I did, so I'm gonna go and undo it. Okay, guys? Now, the problem with the filter is that it sometimes doesn't take what I say to it literally. For example, here, let me go to Visual Basic, in the end, it doesn't take the range that I tell it. It goes to criteria. So the last criterion that was there, do you remember? I kept deleting the criteria range. It's going to take the last criterion. Well, now I want it to take my criteria. So if you run into this problem, it's very easy to modify. Do you see here? Range E17 to J19. Here I want the same thing. Range E17 to J18. To J18, exactly. So simply copy this one here. Okay? Copy it. I'm showing you how to start modifying your macros in VB. So here, I'm gonna paste it and change only one little detail. Paste. Come on, paste. Here it is. And here I want it to filter according to 18. Did you understand what I did? In the criteria range, instead of letting it decide on its criteria because of the older filter I made, now I'm forcing it to go to this range over here. Okay? Let me see if this one, okay, this one is correct. And this one, see here, again, it doesn't take what I said it should take. So I'm going to delete this and choose my own range. Paste again. And here I want it to, let's take many to 21. We never know what other filter we had before. So, oh no, this is one line. I'm so sorry. J18. J18, I think. Okay. So here, advanced filter from E17 plus one line, that would be J18. Done? Please, if you have problems understanding, review what I did, pause and go back, and call me on the phone or WhatsApp me. I think it's quite clear. Okay, let's do it again. And please work this time because I'm going to be ashamed if it doesn't work. So Boston. Okay. I don't have luck with Boston. Title. Okay, manager. Manager. Do I have any managers in Boston? Yes. Yes, I have one. It works. Oh, I'm so happy. It works. I'm not ashamed anymore. Let me clear the filter. And now I'm going to do the or. So Atlanta or accounts rep. Account reps don't like me. Atlanta. Okay. Do you think it's going to work this time? Okay, please, 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 please. Account rep. Rep. Exactly as written. Remember, guys, if you write representative, it's not going to work. Okay, here it's working. And I'm clearing the filter. And this is the end, my friend. I'm done, guys. I miss you so much. I miss you so much. Please don't hesitate to WhatsApp me, call me, any question, any problem. I'm here for you guys. I miss you so much. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Bye. I'm done. Bye, guys.